advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about MAC Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
This country can sure be windy in the springtime, and we all know the best thing about wind is when it stops. Well, your friends at Roswell Ford can't do anything about the wind, but we can sure help you find the right car or truck. Roswell Ford has the biggest selection of nice pre-owned vehicles in southeastern New Mexico. Each one carefully inspected and backed with a 3-day money-back guarantee. We also have brand new Fords arriving almost every day, so you'll want to check with us frequently to be sure you don't miss something. And when your vehicle needs service, remember that Roswell Ford offers free pickup and delivery, so you don't have to get out in the wind. Or the Roswell Ford mobile service van can come to you and take care of most routine maintenance at your house or where you work. So whether you're shopping for a new vehicle or taking care of the one you have, you can't do better than Roswell Ford, the tailgate nation, at the corner of 9th and Main. Come see us, but remember to hang on to your hat and don't let that car door get away from you.
Yeah. Welcome tonight to the Mac Chase Complex here in Artesia, New Mexico. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs softball team is going to begin their season tonight by taking on the Ruidoso Warriors. The Warriors last year finished the year at 11-5 on the season, and the Artesia Lady Bulldogs had a record of 24-7 last year. But that's all last year. We're going to begin tonight. Both teams, first game of the season here at the complex. However you're watching or listening, ksvptv.com. or 990 AM or 93.7 FM. We appreciate you tuning in tonight for live softball action. Let me give you the lineups tonight for both teams as we're watching the coaches meet at home plate with the umpires. For the visiting Ruidoso Warriors, number 5, Destiny Luevano. She'll be playing left field. Van Winkle will be playing in center, and she wears number 6. We also have Gutierrez in right field. Itzel Gutierrez, and she wears number 8. We got Mia Trujillo playing first. Jaya Trujillo playing second. Juliana McAllister is playing short. And Jaden Colomanero is playing third base for the Warriors tonight. Behind the plate, we've got Jasmine Bourne. She wears number 3, and then Riley Holder will be in the circle for the Ruidoso Warriors tonight. For the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, Kenna Morrison will be playing in center field, and McKaylee Morion playing second base, batting second. Morrison will be batting first. Caden Apodaca will be in the circle for the Bulldogs. KJ Ray will be playing third base. She'll be batting fourth. Perseus Aguilar will be batting fifth, and she'll be behind the plate. Michaela Lujan will be playing shortstop for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs tonight. She'll be batting sixth, actually fifth. And then Madison Martinez will be playing first base for the Bulldogs. She'll be batting seventh. Zoe Warren will be playing in left field, and she'll be batting eighth. And Haley Tucker will be playing right field, and she'll be batting ninth as we start off. I'm sure there will probably be some changes during the game tonight. They usually get them in first of the year, get some other girls some playing time. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back with live action right after this.
Believe it or not, your home insurance company isn't evil. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing here. A lot of roofers make your insurance company out to be your enemy. They'll talk about fighting and battling your insurance to get you the claim you deserve. But honestly, your insurance company is a group of people just like you and me. That's why we don't treat your roof insurance claim like we're going to war. We treat it like a court case. We provide your insurance company every piece of evidence needed to get you the highest possible claim. We submit photos, videos, detailed documents, and line-by-line estimates. And guess what? Our non-combat approach works. On 92% of roof insurance claims, we get the highest amount the first time. And the rare times we don't, well then, that's when we go to bat for you. Call today for your 20% off coupon for our spring roof and gutter maintenance service. 575-755-ROOF or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
There is a difference.
When
was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're about to have the first pitch by Caden from the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Up to bat, Destiny Loevino, first batter tonight. And there's the called first strike for strike one. Caden with the windup and the pitch, and that's inside for ball one. One and one the count to Loevino. She wears number 5, and she's batting from the right side. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. So Apodaca goes up 1-2 on Loevino to begin this game here tonight. Infield playing at regular depth. Outfield got a step or two deep for this leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses inside. Evens the count at 2-2. So the 2-2 pitch from Apodaca. Swung on and missed. So there's the first strikeout tonight for Caden, and that will bring up Van Winkle. She plays center field.
Number 6, the center fielder,
Shaylee Van Winkle, and she is an 8th grader for the Warriors. She'll be batting from the right side also. The wind in the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Boy, Apodaca's got some heat going on right now. Caden wears number 24. Caden for the Bulldogs is a freshman. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Boy, that was a rise ball that started at the waist and rose up into the chest of Van Winkle, unable to catch up to it. So 0-2 is the count. That pitch is right down the middle, and a swing and a miss for the second strikeout for Apodaca. So that'll be the second out here in the first inning. And that will bring up Jasmine Bourne. Bourne is the catcher for the Warriors, also batting from the right side. Jasmine is a senior, and I was looking earlier. The Warriors have 4 seniors on their team, and Bourne is one of them. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Caden getting the signal from the dugout, as well as Aguilar, who's behind the plate for the Bulldogs. She gets set. Wind in the pitch is another rise ball that Bourne couldn't lay off of, so the count goes to 0-2. 2 outs here in first to the top of the first. And Apodaca with the wind and the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. So Caden Apodaca starts off this softball season by striking out the side of the Ruidoso Warriors. So after the first half of the first inning, no hits, no runs, no errors. Score is 0-0. We'll be back up to this with the bottom half and the Bulldogs up to bat.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
Faith Baptist Church, like the Artesia Bulldogs, believes in having a winning attitude. We cannot be defeated because God is for us. While we hold strong to the Bible and its teachings, we recognize that we have a biblical mandate to reach people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. At Faith Baptist Church, they help take people from where they are to where God wants them to be. Join them at 10:30 a.m. Sunday mornings as we strive to fulfill our purpose for God. And to all the hardworking and outstanding Artesia Bulldog athletes, thank you for going above and beyond and for proving that character counts.
All right, welcome back to KSVP TV, folks. As you're watching at KSVPTV.com, or maybe you're listening on the radio, 990 AM and 93.7 FM. However you're watching or listening, we appreciate you watching Artesia Lady Bulldogs softball tonight, as it is their season opener against the Ruidoso Warriors. We're going to the bottom of the first inning as the Ruidosos were 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the inning. And coming up for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs is number 2, Kenna Morrison. Kenna's playing center field tonight for the Artesia Bulldogs. Kenna bats from the right side. She'll get all the way up in the front of the box as she will be facing Riley Holder, who's in the circle tonight for the Warriors. Riley is a senior this year. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Morrison played last year for the Lady Bulldogs, and she had a batting average last year, 330. So had a good season last year. 25 RBIs, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. So she's got some pop in her bat. As the 1-0 pitch comes, and it's high and outside for ball 2. On deck for the Bulldogs is McKaylee Mordion. And then batting third tonight will be Apodaca. So the 2-0 pitch to Morrison is low for ball 3. So, again, a good eye up there, as none of those have really been close. She's been being patient as the head coach Tyler Perrin will go out and talk to Holder for a second. Morrison backed out of the box. Now she gets back in. And the 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1. So whatever Coach Perrin came out and said to her worked. 3-1 the count to Kenna. And here's the pitch. Inside for ball 4. So Kenna will go down to first on the walk. And that will bring up number 11, McKaylee Mordion, the second baseman. So we have no outs here. Bottom of the first, runner on first, and Mordion up to bat. Mordion last year had a 270 batting average. 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 home runs for the Bulldogs. And here's the wind and the pitch to McKaylee. Inside, ball 1. Kenna acted like she was going to go and decided not to from first base. 1-0 the count. Caden Apodaca is on deck for the Bulldogs. KJ Ray, the cleanup batter, is in the hole. 1-0 pitch to Mordion. Swing and fouled back, straight back into the net for strike 1. That will even the count at 1-1. Infield playing regular depth for the Warriors. Outfield, little deep. Mordion has some power. 1-1 pitch to her. Right down the middle, popped up in the infield. Holder's going to call it, and she makes the play, and going back to first base is Morrison. So there's a first out of the inning for the Bulldogs as Mordion popped up to the pitcher. And that will bring up Caden Apodaca, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. Caden is a freshman. She bats from the right side. And Apodaca last year hit .450 for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Here's the first pitch. swung on and a line drive down the left field line into the outfield. And a good play out there by Luevino to hold Morrison at second base. So just a first pitch single for Apodaca. And that will bring up KJ Ray with 2 runners on.
No one got it.
Having to remember how to keep a book here. So we got a runner on first and second, 1 out with KJ Ray, the cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs. There's a pitch that catches the inside corner for strike 1. Ray wears number 7 on the back of her jersey. She hit .364 last year with 5 doubles and 9 home runs. That one hits her. So she'll take a base on a hit by pitch. And that'll load the bases. As we got Morrison on third, Apodaca on second, Ray on first, and that will bring up Perseus Aguilar for the Artesia Bulldogs. Aguilar wears number 15. Aguilar hit .408 last year with 9 doubles, 33 RBI, and 5 home runs last year. So Aguilar has some power, and that pitch is high and outside for ball 1.
Oh, the hero came from that angle? Okay.
So the Bulldogs getting runners on here in the bottom of the first inning after Apodaca struck out the side in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch to Aguilar. Swung on and just a grounder to second baseman Trujillo. She comes home, but not in time. Morrison scores, and here comes Apodaca to score. So Perseus with the fielder's choice. And Morrison comes around to score. And Apodaca came from second base to score. And on that throw, again down to home, we got runners on second and third now with Michaela Lujan up to bat, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. And that pitch, I thought it hit her. It did hit her. So Ray was coming home, but they'll send her back to third base as it's a dead ball. That loads the bases back up for the Bulldogs, and that brings up Madison Martinez, the number 7 hitter. And so their infield's coming in to talk about everything with the bases loaded here. In the bottom of the first, Lady Bulldogs. Madison Martinez last year for the Bulldogs. She hit .208. She did have 2 home runs with 2 doubles and 9 RBIs. So Madison able to put the ball in play, again from the right side. Every batter so far has been from the right side for the Bulldogs. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Martinez. High for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Martinez. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Well, that was right down the middle. Madison had a good look at it. She just missed it. I think she was out in front of it a little bit. On deck is Haley Tucker, the number 9 hitter, and then we'll start again if the Lady Bulldogs keep this going. The pitch is inside, and that one hits Martinez. So that will bring Apodaca into score. Ray into score. So the Bulldogs will lead 3-0 now in the bottom of the first. Aguilar goes to third.
Fielder number 13, Zoe Warren.
And that brings up Zoe Warren to bat. Base is still loaded for the Bulldogs. One out here, bottom of the first. The umpires calling timeout. Going to walk over and talk to Coach Crandall. Probably going to Well, he walked over and talked to Coach Crandall, and then he's back behind the catcher. So Zoe steps back into the box on the right side. Bases loaded, 1 out here, bottom of the first. Bulldogs lead 3-0. Holder with the pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. So kind of checked her swing at it, so I'm not sure if he called her for swinging or he called the strike, but it's still a strike either way. 0-1 pitch to Zoe is high outside for ball 1. Zoe plays left field for the Bulldogs. And last year she had a .344 batting average for the Lady Bulldogs. That pitch is swung on. Ground ball hit to second. Nice backhanded stab by Jayla Trujillo for the second out. But a run does come home and score in Paseas Aguilar. So RBI for Martinez. That moved Lujan down to third.
Now batting right fielder number 1.
Martinez was out at second as they got the out there at second on the force. And that'll bring up Haley Tucker to bat as the 9th batter in the bottom of the first inning for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. So 2 outs here, bottom of the first, runners at first and second, and Tucker up to bat. Holder with the pitch, called strike 1 on the outside corner. Tucker gets the signal. Steps back into the box from the right side. Holder with the pitch. Swing, and there's a pop-up just past second base or behind it. Jaya chasing it down. Unable to make it. It falls. And coming in to score is Lujan. So Jayla Trujillo at second base was trying to go out in the outfield and chase that down. Gutierrez unable to come up, and it fell right between them. So base hit for Tucker. And that takes us back to the top of the order, and Kenna Morrison. Kenna walked her first time up to start this game off. Came around to score. So runner at first and third, sorry. Here's the pitch, and it's high and outside. 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Bulldogs have scored 5 runs in this inning. So they lead 5-0. 1-0 pitch to Morrison. Outside for ball 2. So didn't know if Tucker would go, I guess with 2 outs here. Coach Polito doesn't want to send her right now. Bottom of the first inning. 2-0 pitch to Morrison. Outside, there she goes, going down to second and in, and she's called out. Tucker caught stealing for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Bulldogs score 5 runs in the bottom of the first, and they lead the Ruidoso Warriors 5-0. We'll be back with the top of the second in just.
When it comes to your business, Big O Tires knows how important it is to keep your commercial vehicles moving. Why not take your fleet vehicles to the team you trust? Big O Tires has a wide tire selection, offers quality automotive services, and provides priority appointments. With over 60 years experience, our technicians will get your operation back in action quickly. Roll into Big O Tires, your one-stop shop for all your commercial vehicle needs.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're back here at the Mac Chase Complex as we have completed one inning here in this season opener for both teams, the Ruidoso Warriors and the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs lead 5-0 after the first inning. Mia Trujillo steps up to the box for the Warriors, and she takes strike one. Nice curveball in there by Apodaca. Trujillo playing first base for the Warriors as that pitch is high for ball one.
Yeah, now the only one that is on is Audrey up top.
I didn't get it in there at the bottom of the first. A great throw down to second by Bourne to catch Haley Tucker stealing to end the bottom of the first. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. 1-2 the count. We got Holder on deck for the Warriors and Jaya Trujillo in the hole. 1-2 pitch from Apodaca, swung on and missed. And that will be out number one and the fourth strikeout for Caden. Coming up now is the pitcher, Riley Holder. Holder is a senior for the Warriors. Batting from the right side, she's in the back of the box. She swings and misses for strike one. Said Apodaca's throwing some heat tonight, so the Warriors are cheating towards the back of that box. Give them time to try to catch up with the pitch. The wind and pitch is outside. Evens the count at 1-1.
No, yours is okay right now. It's weird both of them started messing up at the same time. Gotta have
1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike two.
I'll come back in time and give it to you.
And here's the pitch. 1-2 pitch is called. Strike three. So fifth strikeout for Caden as she got Holder looking. That's the second out here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Jaya Trujillo. She's playing second base for the Warriors, batting from the right side. Again, cheating towards the back of the box. I was looking right here. It's 68 degrees here tonight. Great softball weather. Great weather for anything, but also to play softball. That pitch was outside. Was that ball? Okay. I was looking at my phone again for the weather. So 1-0 the count to Trujillo. Swing and a miss for strike one. Bulldogs with Warren, Morrison, and Tucker in the outfield from left to right. There's a foul ball. First time they've really got the bat on the ball tonight on Apodaca, but that moves the count to 1-2. And then on the infield for the Bulldogs, got Ray at third, Lujan at short, Mordion at second, Martinez at first, and Perseus behind the plate. So 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. She hits a little grounder, and Mordion will field that at second base, easily throw it over to Martinez for the third out of the inning. So top of the second is down as Caden struck out two and then had a ground out by Trujillo. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. The Bulldogs lead 5-0. We'll be back after this message from Western Bank.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back, folks. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs leading the Ruidoso Warriors tonight 5-0 as the Bulldogs come up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. All 9 batters came up to bat in the first inning for the Bulldogs, so we're back up to the top of the lineup as Kenna Morrison, the leadoff hitter, will be stepping in the box in just a minute. Just a reminder, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs basketball team won their first round of playoff game last Friday night, and they will be playing at the UNM pit in the morning at Albuquerque at 8 a.m., and they're taking on Hope Christian. So Joby is on his way up there right now, and we'll have that game audio only on KSVP, so you can listen to the girls in the morning as they take on Hope Christian in the second round of the NMAA basketball playoffs. Kenna Morrison walked her first time up to bat. She was up to bat when Tucker was thrown out second, so clean slate for her as she takes the first pitch, and it's a ball. So the 1-0, oh, we got a new pitcher. I just realized that. And she tried to bunt that. She missed it, so it's strike one. And we got number 00, Jaya Trujillo now pitching. As Morrison takes a while to get the signal from Coach Polito. That pitch is high and outside. So the count's 3-1. And Kenna all the way in the front of that box. 3-1 count. Swing, and there's a foul ball down the right field line. Not able to chase that down as Gutierrez, so it's a long strike. And that'll give us a full count. Again, Morrison last year, she hit .333 for the Bulldogs. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a foul back into the net. So the count will remain the same at 3-2. Morrison last year had 25 RBIs on 35 hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. So good leadoff hitter for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. There's another foul back out of play on the right side. So battling up there is Morrison against Trujillo. And here's the full count pitch. And there's another foul out of play on the right side. So fighting off some good pitches up there is Kenna. Working quickly now. Trujillo again. Payoff pitch. Swung on. And there's a base hit between short and third from Morrison. So after battling hard up there at the plate with 4 foul balls, she able to pull that ball sharply between third and shortstop. And that'll bring up Michaela Mordion. Mordion popped up to the pitcher her first time up to bat. Mordion hit .270 last year. She had 20 hits, 13 RBIs. She did have 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 home runs for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Wow, that was a changeup that was inside for ball 1. That was a good changeup because it took forever to get there. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. There's a ground ball between short and third again. And rounding second and being held up there, diving back in, and she's safe, is Morrison. Boy, she took a huge turn there at second. And a good play out there by Luevano as she came up quickly, got that third to second. But that gives the Artesia Lady Bulldogs runners at first and second and brings up Caden Apodaca. Caden had a shot down the third baseline for a single her first time up. And that another changeup drops in there, and there goes the runners, and they're both safe. They did throw down to third to try to tag Morrison, but she slid in safe, and Mordion goes down to second. So runners in scoring position. Apodaca hit .450 last year with 45 hits, 35 RBI. And there's a high fly ball to left field. Luevano's camping underneath it. She makes the catch. Tagging up is Morrison, and she'll come in standing up. So RBI for Apodaca. She flies out to left field. But it did score a run as the Bulldogs now lead 6-0.
Third baseman number 7, KJ.
Mordion had to hold up at second as the throw came into shortstop. But that does bring up KJ Ray. She was hit by pitch her first time up. There's a swing and a fly ball to center field. Camping underneath that is Van Winkle all the way back, and it bounces and hits the fence. And rounding third is Mordion, and she'll come in standing up to score for the Bulldogs. So a double for KJ Ray.
Now batting the catcher, number 15.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That brings up the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. Aguilar had a fielder's choice in the first inning. We had a pinch runner come in for the Bulldogs. Oh, she took her thing. Okay, it's still Ray out there. That first pitch is a changeup that drops in there for a ball to Aguilar. So the Bulldogs now lead 7-0. And that pitch is called strike 1 for Aguilar. Who is? Holder's in center field. Okay, the pitcher that was in the circle is down center field. Thank you, Kevin. That pitch is high and outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Okay.
Oh, your shot was great. Well, like Tom Hughes once said, there's no crying in baseball, so even though this is softball. Okay, we'll admit that. No crying.
I missed that. What was that pitch? There's a wind up and a foul ball to the right side. I'll see what the umpire holds up here as I was changing players on the lineups. We'll see what he says. He says it's full count to Aguilar. KJ Ray at second. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Bulldogs lead 7-0. Here's the pitch, and that's outside, so Aguilar draws the walk. And that will bring up Michaela Lujan. She got hit by pitch her first time up. Runners at first and second. 1 out here, bottom of the second. There's a called strike 1. Michaela is a sophomore for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Hits from the right side. That pitch is popped up in the infield, and it lands on the line and goes foul. Well, it's about 15 feet towards first base, and Bourne and Trujillo couldn't get there to it, so we'll line up and do it again. That is strike 2 on Lujan. Runners at first and second. Lujan from the right side. Here's the pitch, and that's high for ball 1. One and 2 the count. That pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. Boy, that was high and outside, and Aguilar did a good job getting a bat on that. So the count stays 1-2. On deck for the Bulldogs is Martinez. There's a pitch. It's a ground ball down the left foul line into the Warrior dugout. Coach Perrin gets it and throws it back to Jaya Trujillo. So the count remains 1-2. Trujillo with the pitch. Swing, and there's a ground ball to second base. And she'll just step over and touch the bag, and that is Van Winkle. Nice play by her as they're able to get the force out at second for the second out of the inning.
Now batting first baseman number 10, Madison Martinez.
That was Aguilar that was caught on second. Fielder's choice for Lujan. That brings up Martinez. Up to bat. Runners at first and third for the Bulldogs. They lead 7-0 here in the bottom of the second. That pitch is there's a fly ball to right field. Gutierrez is camping underneath it. She makes the catch. And that's the third out of the inning.
In the bottom of the second inning for the Bulldogs, they get 2 runs on 3 hits.
So the Bulldogs had 3 hits, had 2 runs, no errors. So after 2 innings, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs lead the Ruidoso Warriors 7-0.
The global demand for oil and natural gas is growing, and leaders are looking to American producers to satisfy that demand with the abundant resources available in our country. If you're passionate about keeping energy affordable for your neighbor and reliable for everyone, then it's time you consider a career in oil and natural gas. Coterra Energy is expanding their Permian team and is offering an unmatched employee benefits package. If you're interested in applying, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years. Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Jaden Colpanero stepping into the batter's box for the Ruidoso Warriors. Jaden bats 7th. As the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, after 2 innings, lead 7-0 here in the season opener. Colpanero takes ball 1. She plays third base for the Warriors. She's a junior. 1-0 pitch is high from Apodaca for ball 2. So Apodaca struck out the first 5 batters that she faced, and then Jaya Trujillo grounded out to end the second, top of the second. Now she's down to Colmanero 2-0. Called strike 1. Again, for the Bulldogs, you got Ray on third, Lujan on short, Mortillon on second, Martinez on first. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Boy, she's painting that outside corner right now. Got a lot of movement on that pitch, moving from left to right the way we're facing, away from the batter. So 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning as Colmanero goes down swinging. Now to bring up Juliana McAllister.
Juliana McAllister.
McAllister playing shortstop for the Warriors. And she's one of the 4 seniors on the team. She bats from the right side. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Boy, Rise ball is really getting them tonight for Apodaca. Apodaca gets the signal. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's too far outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. We got Gutierrez on deck for the Warriors, number 9 hitter. 1-1 pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. Caden gets ahead in the count, 1-2 to McAllister. And the 1-2 pitch from Caden, swung on a miss. She strikes out McAllister swinging. And that'll bring up Gutierrez, the number 9 hitter.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8, Itzel Gutierrez.
And that's the 7th strikeout tonight for Caden. Seven strikeout and 8 batters faced. Gutierrez batting from the right side. There's a changeup that got away from her a little bit for ball 1. Gutierrez playing right field. Caught that fly ball to in the bottom half of the second. 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Good crowd here tonight. Stands are pretty much full. Got jackets on. As we mentioned, it's about 68 degrees, but it's beautiful. Swing and a miss by Gutierrez. 2-1 the count. The pitch is called. Strike 2. Good pitch by Caden. Probably caught the front right corner of that plate. 2-2 pitch. Outside. Count goes full. So a full count to Itzel Gutierrez. And here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and missed. She gets her swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors. 3 strikeouts for Apodaca. The Lady Bulldogs still lead 7-0. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 3rd.
What's tougher than a Ford truck? Finding a Ford truck. Artesia Ford Sales is ready to help with a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford trucks. All certified pre-owned vehicles qualify for low 0.99% interest for 36 months. If a new Ford truck is what you want, let us order your new truck from the factory. Artesia Ford can price protect your selection. The price today is the price you'll pay when your new truck is delivered. Don't let buying a new truck be tough. Make buying a Ford truck easy by visiting Artesia Ford Sales today.
Hello, Artesia. Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. After nearly 10 years, we are bringing back the famous Double Down sandwich. We in Artesia are known for being the city of champions. Well, this sandwich is the champ of all sandwiches. It is a massive sandwich that combines not 1, but 2 of our extra crispy hand-breaded fillets, cheese, crispy bacon, and your choice of mayo or spicy mayo. There is no bread. Can you say gains? Come down and try one today. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Available for a limited time at KFC Artesia.
All right, welcome back to Mac Chase Complex. Artesia Lady Bulldogs leading the Ruidoso Warriors 7-0 after 2.5 innings. Coming up for the Lady Bulldogs, number 13, Zoe Warren.
Zoe Warren.
Zoe had a batting average of .344 last year. 31 hits, 15 RBI, 5 doubles, and 1 triple. Zoe bats from the right side. She steps in to face Trujillo. Called strike 1 on the inside corner. Good pitch by Trujillo. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on. There's a fly ball to left field. Coming in hard is Luevano, and she does make the catch. So Zoe flies out to left field for the first out of the inning. And now to bring up Haley Tucker.
I didn't switch to it until
Haley reached her first time up to bat, and then she got caught still in second base as that pitch is a line drive into left field. Boy, first pitch, she jumped all over it.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, Kenna.
And that brings up the top of the order, and Kenna Morrison. Kenna walked the first time up and singled her second time. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. There's a changeup from Trujillo that's called strike 1. Well, that was almost a slow pitch softball there. 0-1 pitch to Morrison. Outside, evens the count 1-1. We got Tucker on first, 1 out here. Bottom of the third. That pitch is popped out of play on the right side. Some people walking out and hit close to them. So the count goes to 1-2 on Kenna. And here's the pitch. That changeup is too high this time. Evens the count at 2-2. Bulldogs have their orange jerseys on tonight. Gray pants, orange socks. 2-2 pitch. Inside for a ball, so the count goes full. Had to wait on that one. That was pretty close. Full count. Outside. So she walks her. Second walk tonight by Kenna as the leadoff hitter. That'll move Tucker down to second. So runners at first and second. And that brings up McKaylee Mordion. She popped up to pitcher tonight, and she had a single her last time up to bat. Mordion from the right side. Swing and a pop out of play on the right side over everything into the parking lot. Hit somebody's car. That's why we don't park over there, right, Kevin? Where'd you park, Natalie? Oh, okay, all right. So you're good. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a drive. Deep left field. It's back. And hit the bottom of the fence. Coming around third. It's Tucker, and she scores. And also coming in to score is Morrison. So a double for Mordion. And 2 RBIs for her as Morrison and Tucker come around to score. Boy, I thought that was gone. You could tell by my voice, I'm sure. Boy, that looked good, but boy, it's a line drive into the bottom of the fence by Mordion. Do what? I gave her a double on it. Is that what you're? Oh. Yes. So good shot out there as Tucker was on second. Morrison was on first. And Tucker had to hold up to make sure she didn't catch it, and that was Luevano out there. And that was tough on her. It's just a line drive over her head. And as soon as she recognized that it wasn't going to be caught, she took off. But Morrison was right behind her, about 10 feet behind her, and they both came in on that throw to home, and the catcher missed it, and they both scored. So we're going to have a new pitcher in the circle now, and that is number 6. Who is? Jimenez? Huh? Is it number 6? Kevin's telling me it's Van Winkle. Okay, I got the, oh, sorry, I was looking at ours. You're right. I was looking at our lineup going, that's not number 6. And that's Van Winkle, who's pitching for the Warriors now. And Van Winkle was playing second, and it looks like Jay Trujillo will move back to second base. It's where she started.
And your camera just went, okay.
I'm going to have to bring me a pencil with an eraser on it. I can't erase anything, Natalie. I told her everybody could hear her, so she won't say anything now. Couldn't get her to quit talking before the game, but Kevin's giving me one with an eraser. Thank you. All right, folks, we are in the bottom of the third as we got all this changes and subs done and everything in order now. So the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, have a runner on third in Mordion after that double. And that brings up Caden Apodaca. Caden singled in the first, and she flew out to left field in the second inning. Bulldogs now lead 9-0 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch from Van Winkle. And that's inside for a ball. It gets past Bourne just a little bit. Mordion thought about it, but she didn't come home. 1-0 the count to Apodaca. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up, high pop-up being called by McAllister, shortstop. She catches it, and it's just onto the turf past shortstop. So Mordion not able to come home as Caden just got under that pitch. She flies out to shortstop. So second out of the inning, and that brings up KJ Ray. She was hit by a pitch in the first and doubled in the second. And the first pitch is low and inside, and Mordion's coming home. It wasn't, and she's safe. Well, that ball just, it went about 6 feet in front of Bourne at home plate, and Mordion didn't hesitate as she came home, slid in safely for the Bulldogs. Yes. Wild pitch. Yes, sir. So the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive to center field, and camping underneath it is Holder, and she does make the catch. So Ray flies out for the third out of the inning. So after 3 innings, the Bulldogs lead 9-0. We're going to hear from Maupin and Brown and Wilbanks Trucking and H&R Block and be back with the top of the fourth after these messages.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
At Wilbanks Trucking Services of Artesia, we understand that every hour of every day is critical to your profitability and long-term success. Specializing in oil rig mobilization, crane and production services, Wilbanks Trucking Services operate full-service terminals in Artesia, Hobbs, and the Permian Basin. With our highly trained professionals, we can ensure that all projects, even the most complex, are performed smoothly and efficiently, providing a competitive advantage for our customers. For more information, please visit our website at www.wilbanks.us or call 575-746-6318 today.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Welcome back, folks. Artesia Lady Bulldogs leading the Ruidoso Warriors 9-0 after 3. And we're trying to get all of the Lady Bulldog changes up here. And we got the infield. We're having trouble seeing the outfield out there. We'll do the best we can here. What's her number, Kevin? De La Riva's at second. Okay. So on the infield, we have Jimenez at third, Carlo at short, De La Riva at second, and Ray at first. That's what we know so far. Persea stayed behind the plate. And we've still got Apodaca in the circle for the Bulldogs.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning for the Ruidoso Warriors.
All right, top of the fourth inning, Bulldogs lead 9-0. And that will bring up the top of the lineup in Destiny Luevino. She struck out her first time up to bat swinging. That pitch is a fly ball to right field. And making the catch out there, if I'll get her number, is that number 1? That is Tucker out there making that catch for the Bulldogs for the first out.
That's Taylor.
Taylor who? Martinez? Taylor Martinez in left field. One out here, and this pitch to Van Winkle is inside for ball 1.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6, Shaylee Van Winkle.
Van Winkle struck out her first time up to bat. She gets up in the count here, 1-0. Batting from the right side. Pitch is swung on. There's a ground ball taken by De La Riva. And, trying to stretch over there and get that was Ray and unable to do it, so she's safe. Pulled her off the bag. So we're going to call that an error on 4. So that'll put Van Winkle on first. First base runner tonight for the Warriors. And that brings up the catcher, Jasmine Bourne. Yeah, Jasmine struck out swinging her first time up to bat. It was a good play by De La Riva, just pulled Ray off the bag. And that pitch is low. Ball 1. Aguilar needed the work tonight anyway. She's going to do what she does behind the plate, holding the runners close, throwing down to first if she needs to. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that is low for ball 2. Bourne is the catcher for the Warriors, batting from the right side. The wind and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Perseus checks first base and throws it back to Caden. 2-1 the count. 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Runner at first. Line in the pitch is fouled back into the net for strike 2. So after going down 2-0, Apodaca comes back and evens the count 2-2. They get the sign from the dugout, check the wristband, the wind and the pitch is swung on and missed for out number 2. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 99, Mia Trujillo. Mia struck out her first time up to bat. And Martinez is going to come in and pitch for the Bulldogs. I believe, yeah, Madison Martinez is coming in. So that'll end Apodaca's night for right now anyway. So Madison Martinez, the junior, right-handed junior, comes in to the circle for the Bulldogs, with the Bulldogs leading 9-0. Apodaca on the night, if she doesn't come back in, had 9 strikeouts. And she faced 12 batters. Okay, Ray went back to third. Okay, Apodaca back to first. All right, Martinez got her pitches in, so we're going to get back to action here. Count is 2-2. No, Trujillo's up. It's new count. Say Bourne made the second out by striking out. So 2 outs here, top of the 4th. And Mia Trujillo up to bat for the Warriors. She bats from the right side. Struck out swinging her first time up to bat tonight. Martinez, the wind and the pitch. It's called strike 1 on the outside corner. Still got Van Winkle at first base for the Warriors. 0-1 pitch. Swung, line drive up the middle for a base hit. Getting to it quickly is Mortenstone throwing down to third, and they're going to get Van Winkle easily at third base. Boy, that's a great play. I believe that's Morrison still out there. She threw a one-hopper to third base, and tagging her out was Ray for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Warriors do not score a run. They leave 1 runner on base, and the score remains after 3.5 innings. Bulldogs 9, Warriors 0. We'll be back with the bottom of the
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Welcome back to the broadcast tonight. Thank you for joining us on KSVPTV.com or 990 AM, 93.7 FM. And I was wrong, folks. It is 10-0. Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Yeah, it is. I've been corrected by 4 different people, so, and I appreciate it. Rightly so. I have been corrected, so that's good. Bulldogs do lead 10-0. I said 9, so I do. Yes, I appreciate it. That brings up Perseus Aguilar here in the bottom of the 4th. Perseus had a fielder's choice her first time up. She came around to score. And then she walked her second time up as that pitch from Van Winkle is outside for ball 1. This wind and pitch by Van Winkle is strike 1 on the outside corner. Boy, nice pitch. A curveball on that outside corner. Caught it and kept going outside. That pitch is high and outside for ball 1, or ball 2 actually. So Perseus actually walked her second time up to bat tonight. Perseus bats 5th in the lineup. There's a swing and a drive to center field. Coming up on it. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder holder and get by her, and Perseus will go to second. We're going to give her a single on that with an error as she moves down to second. Good hit by Perseus, just a line drive up the middle. And that'll bring up, well, I don't know, number 12. That'll bring Carlo.
Number 12, shortstop, Kinsey Carlo.
Carlo's first time up in this game. She swings and fouls that to the right side into the net for strike 1. Carlo last year for the Bulldogs Had a batting average of 321, 25 hits, 14 RBI, and she's got a runner on second right now. That pitch is inside, and moving on down to third as that got by Bourne a little bit is Aguilar.
Okay.
So runner at third now, bottom of the fourth. No outs. 1-1 the count. Van Winkle with the pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net for strike two.
Well,
Cole Monero will come out and get that. Throw it back to Van Winkle, and we'll line up and do it again. Carlo from the right side. 1-2 pitch. Change-up is high and outside for ball two.
that's what you need. The only one you really can't get is home plate.
2-2 count. No outs here, bottom of the fourth. Swing and a line drive down the right field line, out of play. So the count will remain 2-2. McKenzie is a junior for the Lady Bulldogs. As she takes the 2-2 pitch outside for ball three. So full count. We got Aguilar on third with no outs. Bulldogs up 10-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Full count pitch, swung on and popped out of play over the press box. Count will remain full.
Okay, that's fine as long as it
Just as a reminder, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs playing in the morning at 8 a.m. at the pit at UNM. We'll have audio only on KSVP. Here's the full count pitch, swung on and another foul ball hit into the net. So Carlo doing a good job of getting the bat on the ball right now, just fighting off some tough pitches. Might get her one here in a minute. Van Winkle with the wind and pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Well, umpire's going to have to run out of softballs here in a minute. They got the fifth foul ball in a row for Carlo.
Well, I'm just wondering, since you said you were blind and you are a camera operator, you know, you're a miracle.
Full count pitch is outside, so Carlo draws the walk. And that will bring up, I just want to check all these, make sure we're right before I say it.
Now batting.
That brings up Martinez.
Madison Martinez.
Martinez threw out to right fielder last time up to bat. Runners at first and third for the Bulldogs. There's a called strike one on Martinez. Good pitch by Van Winkle. We got Carlo on first and Aguilar on third with no outs here. Change up is called. Strike two on the outside corner. Great pitch by Van Winkle. Well, that just came in there and died over the outside corner. Martinez steps back in on the right side. 0-2 pitch. It is fouled back. Count remains 0-2. Shaylee's done a good job in the circle since she came in. Third pitcher tonight for the Warriors. 0-2 pitch to Madison. Swung on as a ground ball to the shortstop. McAllister gets the out at second, the force at second. But coming home to score is Aguilar for the Lady Bulldogs. So there's an RBI for Martinez. As Carlo was caught at second base.
Now batting left fielder, number 5, Taylor Martinez.
That'll bring up Taylor Martinez, the left fielder now for the Bulldogs, and the first lefty we've had in the ball game. There's a called strike one. on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Talon is a junior for the Bulldogs. Runner on first. Bulldogs lead 11-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. And boy, Bourne just bobbled that ball, throw down to second, and she gets Martinez on a head first slide for the second out. Well, Bourne, that just kind of hit her glove, rolled about 3 feet to her left. Martinez thought she could make it. Bourne, great throw down to second. Good tag for a second out. Pitch to Martinez, fouled back. So the count remains 1-2. Talon came in to take Warren's place in left field. There's a pop-up and chased by Bourne, and it hits the net. So it came back on the left side, and she took a good look at it, but it hit the net about halfway up. So we'll line up, and Martinez will get another pitch. Count remains 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a line drive out of play, straight over the visitors' dugout. Talon again from the left side. 1-2 pitch from Van Winkle. Swung on. There's a line drive past the third baseman into left field. It's going to be at least a double as that's being chased down by Luevano. Going around to third and sliding in safely is Martinez. Boy, just a shot down the third baseline that Colomanero was unable to handle and went out to the far left corner back there.
Now batting number 1, the right fielder, Haley Tucker.
And that brings up Haley Tucker, batting ninth for the Bulldogs. Tucker singled in the first and singled in the third, so 2 for 2 tonight is Tucker. That pitch is high. 2 outs here. In the bottom of the fourth inning, the Bulldogs lead 11-0. That pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Boy, she took a good cut at that ball. Unable to connect. On deck for the Bulldogs is Morrison. 1-1 pitch. Low. Good block by Bourne back there. As we do have Martinez on third. That would be Talon. That hit the turf in front of the plate. Bourne did a good job keeping it in front of her. 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Haley Tucker, 3-1 pitch. High and outside, she draws the walk. And that'll bring up Morrison for the Bulldogs. Morrison scored 3 runs tonight. She has 2 walks and a single and has scored all 3 times. And that's exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter as she bats in that number 1 position for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, from the right side. High and outside. Bourne almost threw down to first. She decided not to. Tucker was taking a pretty big lead off of first. Runners at first and third for the Bulldogs. We got 2 outs here. Bottom of the fourth. That pitch is low. And going on down to second is Tucker. Bourne had a hard time handling that. It just kind of went off to the right side, and just enough for Tucker to go on down to second. So runners at second and third now for the Bulldogs with Morrison. The 2-0 count to her. Swing and a foul out of play. Well, off the net on the first base side. Looks like De La Riva is on deck for the Bulldogs. If Morrison can keep this inning going. 2-1 pitch. Ooh, little high. 3-1 count. So 3-1 to Kenna Morrison. Called. Strike 2. Good pitch by Van Winkle. So we got a full count here to Kenna Morrison. Runners at second and third, 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth. Van Winkle with the pitch. And a foul on the right side. Chased down over there by Mia Trujillo. So we'll line up and do it again. Runners at second and third. Bulldogs lead 11-0. Morrison with the full count at the plate. Here's the wind in the pitch. And another foul ball. That's going to hit somebody's vehicle over there. But not Natalie's. We have to get some softballs from the Bulldog dugout, as we've had quite a few hit out of play here. 2 Lady Bulldogs go in the parking lot to chase down that softball. So we're going to line up, and here we go again. Morrison, full count. Wind in the pitch, swung on. There's a base hit on the right side. Coming around, and the score is Martinez. Coming around third to score is Tucker. So 2 RBIs for Morrison on that single, and Coach Perrin's going to come out to the pitcher's circle and talk to Van Winkle in the infield. So the Bulldogs now lead 13-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And again, the Artesia Lady basketball team is playing at 8 a.m. against Hope Christian in the morning. We're only able to do audio once we get up into Albuquerque in the playoffs. So Joby will be there with the call. And we have a new pitcher. Luevano is going into the mound. Thank you, Kevin. For the Ruidoso Warriors. And Destiny Luevano is a junior. That'll be the, I believe, the 4th pitcher for the Warriors tonight. So we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Artesia leading the Warriors, Ruidoso Warriors, 13-0 right now. They got 2 outs. And what that'll mean is coming in the top of the 5th is if the Bulldogs can stay up by 10, then this game will be over. And Gene just pointed out, as he always does, and he's right again. If we score 2 more, it'll be over now in the bottom of the 4th. You're right. I didn't think about that 15-run rule.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, second baseman number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva.
All right, De La Riva stepping into the batter's box for the Lady Bulldogs. Runner on first, 2 outs. Called strike 1. We've got Morrison on first for the Bulldogs. De La Riva with a drive to left center field. Holder going after it, unable to make that catch. Rounding third is Morrison, and coming in to score. De La Riva going into third. She's in, slides, and she's safe. There's a triple for De La Riva. Nice hit by her.
Now batting
So that means it's 14-0 for the Bulldogs. And that'll bring up Caden Apodaca. She has singled and popped out twice or flew out twice tonight. She's 1 for 3. So if she's able to bring De La Riva home, that will end this game. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Caden from the right side. Again, Apodaca has a lot of power in her bat. Got 8 home runs last year for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's a pitch that is inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch. Swung on and pulled foul down the third baseline. She was way out in front of that pitch. So the count goes to 2-1 on Caden. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets by the catcher, Bourne, and coming in to score is De La Riva. And that should end the game. We'll see where we are. I don't know the umpires know what the score is because the scoreboard's not working out here. Natalie. You're right, you didn't. But it isn't working, so we're going to keep going here with Apodaca. 3-1 count. And that's ball 4. And that will bring up number 7, KJ Ray. I think Coach Polito's coming in to tell him what the score is. Tell the umpire. She lets him know. Maybe she's double checking it in the dugout as she came in from coaching third base, talked to the umpire, went into the dugout. It's probably checking it. KJ Ray, if she gets the bat tonight. They're talking about it. Yep, they're going to call the ball game as the Bulldogs are up by 15-0. So tonight in the season opener for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, they win 15-0. We're going to take a break here and be back with some stats for you right after these messages.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
The Adobe Rose restaurant showcases the vibrant cuisine and rich culture of New Mexico, with a menu and decor specializing in unique flavors and themes of the Southwest. Fine dining in the evening provides an intimate and one-of-a-kind experience. Dine in the Adobe Rose beautiful courtyard with a fire pit centerpiece, bubbling pond, and live music from local artists on those perfect New Mexico evenings. Experience the Adobe Rose located on 13th Street, Artesia.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has been committed to the markets we have operations, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We are proud of this community and we work hard to be a good citizen and support our local economy, our local schools, and our local families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is excited about bringing the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Good luck, Bulldogs, and safe travels in the 2022 season. Play hard with Bulldog Pride from Spur Energy Partners.
All right, welcome back here to the Mac Chase Complex. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs able to defeat the Ruidoso Warriors tonight, 15-0. And I got some stats here for you. I didn't do a good job keeping everything as the Bulldogs got a lot of players in. I will say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 players that are able to get into that ball game tonight. But pitching tonight for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, Apodaca had 7 strikeouts, and she faced 9 strikeouts with 12 batters. Then Martinez came in, and she struck out a couple. As Ruidoso only had 13 batters come to the plate tonight. And then for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, they had 11 hits, scored 15 runs tonight to start this season opener for the Bulldogs. I need the schedule over here. What did I do with that? Do you have the softball schedule here? They're in the tournament next, right? Yeah. So next up for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, I believe, is the Las Cruces tournament. Yep. Southern New Mexico softball invite. Thank you, Gene. And that will be March 10th and 11th there in Las Cruces for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. So good start tonight on the season for the Bulldogs as they start 1-0 and they go 15-0 on the win tonight over the Ruidoso Warriors. Just a reminder, folks, the Artesia Ladies basketball team taking on Hope Christian in the second round of the playoffs in the morning, 8 a.m., and I'm sure it'll be 8 a.m. sharp as it's the first game of the day. KSVP will be there. Joby will be there. It's audio only. But we want you to listen to the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. They take on the Hope Christian team tomorrow morning. And then the boys will be playing Wednesday at 3 p.m., and they're taking on Valley, the number 12 team. That was surprise win over Gallup, who Gallup was ranked.
That was a 5.
Yeah, that was a 5. So Valley number 12 beating 5. So the Bulldogs got their hands full there with Valley. The boys do on Wednesday. And again, KSVP will be there with Joby, and it'll be audio only. But as always, we cover all things Bulldogs, so best we can. All right, folks, on behalf of everyone here tonight, Jeffrey Curtis, Gene Dow, Bradley was on camera. Who else was on camera tonight? Adriana. And somebody else. Well, I apologize. I should have got their names before we signed off. But thank you for watching or listening tonight. And as always, it's great to be a Bulldog. 8 a.m. in the morning. Be sure and listen.
That concludes this broadcast of sports on KSVP, AM and FM, and KSVPTV.com. Sports on Pecos Valley Broadcasting are presented by PVT, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic,